2026 is just around the corner, and that means that the festivities have already started as we move steadily toward Guyana's 50th independence. Welcome to another episode of Government in Action as we continue with preparations for our Golden Jubilee with special focus on the arts and entertainment. Minister within the Ministry of Education Dr. Nicolette Henry said that since the launch of the Jubilee celebration, there has been an increase in the expressions of interest from persons in the arts and entertainment industries. She said that the National Commemorative Commission has received several proposals for shows and events and have chosen from among them the most suitable initiatives that have been placed on the calendar. As the celebrations get underway, the public will have access to several youth-targeted initiatives, film, music, and drama festivals, and several other attractions.
A lot of persons will be given an opportunity to showcase their talent and their skills for the 50th anniversary. In addition to that, the Jubilee Festival, a 4-day event from the 19th to the 22nd, will also provide Guyanese living here and, of course, in the diaspora, to be on stage and to showcase their talent too. So definitely going beyond interest, there'll be lots of participation from people in our local creative industry here.
Local film organization Cine Guyana has launched its Golden Jubilee Film Festival, which aims to showcase the talent of local filmmakers. The festival is a collaborative effort between Cine Guyana and the Culture, Youth and Sport Department and is being held at various locations across the country. President of Cine Guyana, Mr. Philip Williams, said that the festival contains a lineup of 8 films that dive into themes like cohesion, love and forgiveness, culture, and folklore.
The participation in this Jubilee event is helping to renew enthusiasm in the film industry. And I think one of the comments we keep getting is people are saying, this is nice, we're interested in this, how do we join? I didn't know that we had such talent and such skills, and they're impressed with the quality of the movies. It's not as glamorous as it sounds, it's hard work, sleepless nights, walking into the beach with cold water early in the morning, late at night. So it's really a rigorous training. That's why we're so proud of the outcome.
Mr. Phillips said that it is the organization's hope that the festival spreads the enthusiasm to young aspiring filmmakers. Cine Guyana intends to do so by forming film clubs and conducting workshops in schools. By teaching students to use accessible tools like their cell phones to start making films, Mr. Phillips said that this can help to jumpstart the career of the new generation of filmmakers and storytellers. Local playwrights are also busy at work in preparation for the upcoming Jubilee Theatre Festival. In an interview with members of the planning committee, coordinator Mosa Telford explained that the writers had initially planned to stage some of their work for the Jubilee and were happy when they were offered to partner with the ministry on the initiative. The festival will stage a total of 17 plays, 2 of which will be performed in Berbice, with the others sharing the stages of the National Cultural Centre and the Theatre Guild. The plays include works from over the past 50 years and include several well-known and loved productions which touch on social and cultural issues, folklore, and other topics.
A lot of people, especially people in the diaspora who are coming home, are really, really excited, especially when they see some of the old plays that will be featured in the festival. So we've gotten a lot of response from the diaspora. Also, the locals. A lot of the tickets are already sold out at the directors and so on too. So people are really excited and enthusiastic about the festival. We've gotten good. I mean, the response could be a little better in some aspects, but generally it's been good.
There's a lot more that the youth can bring to the table, and I think that's what we're trying to do in terms of the festival, is to bring a new perspective on it, bring a fresh take on it. Not necessarily putting away what has been there before, but reinventing it and reinterpreting it in a 2016 way.
I'm directing Come Back to Melda, written by John Campbell. I think it's one of the oldest plays in the festival. It was written and done in 1957, and it won the National Drama Festival for Best Production, Best New Stage Play in Guyana. So, and then it's been done just about 10 times after that. That's probably exaggerating, but it was done a lot after that. So I have big shoes to fill, but I'm excited because my cast is taking it back. We're trying to recreate that entire 57 vibe.
Of course, the arts would not be complete without fashion, and the upcoming Jubilee Festival has in store a grand weekend of fashion for the public. The Jubilee Festival will begin on May 19, and while the exhibition will be held in the National Stadium, fashion shows will be hosted each day at the Colgrain House. The Guyana Fashion Council will start off the celebration with a showcase of 10 young designers on May 19, followed by the launch of Guyana Fashion Weekend on May 20. The Fashion Council will continue with another showcase on May 21, followed by a show by Mrs. Donna Ramsamy James on May 22.
And I know that a lot of the designers are focusing on things like flora and as some little part of the history of Guyana. They're probably using the colors of the flag to create their collection. They all have their own little theme that they're working with. You know, my theme is rainstorm, because I'm focusing on something that is a little more different, on color scheming, and we living in South America and we're all about sun and rain. You know, so that will be my theme for the evening.
Mr. Moore said that thanks to social media, there has been a notable change in the fashion trends and personal appearance on the local scene, which in turn has affected the work of designers in the local fashion industry.
That alone is telling me that the fashion industry is growing and it will grow even further now that we have the council, and we will make sure that the reason for this council, I must say, is to make sure that we do like programs, workshop with the designers, young designers, get professional designers from different institutions to come to Guyana, to come here and teach us things, teach the younger designers what is it that we need to do to move to a next level. In the Caribbean, I find that everyone have a niche. Jamaicans are about music, Trinidadans are about carnival. I think Guyana is about fashion. I think we have designers in Guyana here that can par with any designers anywhere else. I am quite pleased about the kind of work that I see here. There's work to be done, but I know and I'm happy that the Ministry of Tourism is focusing on this, because this is just a one-off show.
Mr. Moore himself is also involved in other Jubilee-related events, including costume and float design for the Ministry of Public Health, Guy Expo preparations, and other initiatives. He's especially excited about the float parade, which will tell the story of independence in the various sections of the MASH band. Apart from government involvement, individual stakeholders have come together within the private sector so as to make their own contributions to the Jubilee celebrations. One such group is the Unity Ambassadors, a group of young artists who have come together to create the song Together We Can Have It All, which was recently launched and has since been receiving much radio time. The message of the song, as it suggests, speaks of unity, making it a timely addition to the Jubilee celebrations.
It's an appropriate message at any point in time. How we've structured it and how we've gone about writing the song, it's so that it's relevant and it's palatable to Guyanese, but it's not exclusive to the one event or to Guyana itself. So it's a message that is for everyone, and it's also put across in a way that is for everyone, not just locally, but abroad as well.
Following the launch, the Unity Ambassadors were also able to perform their single last weekend at Bartika's official township ceremony. Mr. Bowen was proud to say that in addition to an overwhelming positive response, opportunities have opened up for the group to perform at other official Jubilee events. Another group of artists have also been receiving attention for their efforts to promote national pride through song. The Golden Children Project, which is the brainchild of Mr. Jonathan B. Pat, is a musical dedication of songs compiled by various local artists aimed at giving the world a taste of the Guyanese sound.
The whole thing started last year when we had the elections that was going on, and Venezuela was kind of encroaching back on Guyana's territory and stuff like that. Me and my artist Ramar, we were in the streets and we saw like people had a new fervor and a new like renewed spirit. So we're like, you know what, we should have a song that can actually, be like a unity song for Guyanese, but not just saying Guyanese, Guyanese, Guyanese. So I came up with the name Golden Children because when you think about Guyana, Guyana is known for its gold, and gold is our wealth. But to me personally, like our people is our true wealth. Like that's how we know that we are such a great nation and a great country, because we have 6 races and we come together as one.
Soon, the album will be available on iTunes and other online platforms as well as local locations. Following the positive response from the public, the Golden Children Project will also be distributed in international markets in an aim to promote Guyanese culture and talent. The public can also look out for the Golden Children Project at other official Jubilee events as well. Apart from private events, other music-centered initiatives planned by the National Commemorative Committee have been staged as well, Last weekend, patrons were treated to an array of musical delight at the Champions of Steel concert at the National Cultural Center. The event featured memorable renditions from all genres from well-known local steel pan orchestras and soloists, including the winners of the Republic Bank's Panorama Steel Pan competition and steel pan legend Roy Geddes. Other events like the Jubilee Literary Festival are also underway and have been hosted throughout the country. Member of the Planning Committee, Mr. Al Crichton, explained that focus will be placed on works from well-known Guyanese writers like Peter Kempadu and Edgar Mittelholzer, along with more contemporary writers. The festival also includes workshops, writing competitions, and a recently hosted poetry slam competition, which drew much attention from the youth.
From what I saw, I think, yes, it is having some kind of positive effects because they liked what they were hearing. And here was an opportunity for the performers to influence them positively by giving them good messages. And once these messages circulate among them and they're entertained by them, these things will stick in their head, you know, and if it happens more often, you will hopefully get positive results. Right. Other literary things, for example, there is one of the events in the literary festival is called Around Guyana in 50 Days, where a group of writers and performers join the National Library in the bookmobile, and they move from place to place in different areas of Guyana, and they read literature and they tell stories and so on and things like that. Now, if they go into communities and do that, and it is the bookmobile, so there are books there that children can borrow, and they hear the stories and they like them, they are entertained and so on, then the next thing is that they will read the books.
With events such as the launch of the mini totem pole and the commemorative stamps of the Golden Jubilee, these celebrations are set to be memorable. Sport is not to be forgotten at this time either. The National Sport Commission has made its contribution to the calendar of events in the form of swimming events, rugby and volleyball competitions, horse racing, and other initiatives. With all these activities in the lineup, there will be no shortage of things to do in the next coming days. But in this time of joy, it is important to remember every aspect of our Golden Jubilee, to reflect, to celebrate, and most of all, to inspire. This is Jasmine Payne. Thank you for joining us.